There it goes. Good morning, everybody. I'm making videos every day now, back to back, which worries me a little bit because uh, that can mean that bad things are happening in your life if you. I know that my journal, okay, that I've kept throughout my life, that I periodically delete for some reason. Um, like there can be months that pass and there's not an entry, and then there's like 5 entries back to back to back to back, and there's a lot of drama in there. So I hope that's not what's going on. But as this is my transition vlog, I need to make a video. Okay, so today's 1.242. It's the 9th of January 2017, and that's my cat. I just got off the treadmill, and boy, are my arms tired now. Just got off the treadmill. I bumped it up again today. I've got 7 pounds to go on I've go see my surgeon next week. So I have 10 days, 9 or 10, we'll say 9. I'm just catching up. I've just spent a lot of energy on the treadmill. 9 days to lose 7 pounds. Maybe I'm a little worried I'm not going to make it. But last night when I went to bed, I woke up at like 12:30, which for me is pretty late. And I just could not go back to sleep. I think I was up till about 2. Just my mind was processing and a little worried about, I'm going to adjust the monitor, your world, there we go. A little worried about not losing the weight, and I was having flashbacks to last year, which if you want to look the video up for that, you can. I was so excited to go have my surgery consult, and when I got home, I was just so crushed. And as my brain has the capacity to imagine different scenarios, and usually they're not very, very positive. So I'm admittedly I'm a little worried about it, but I also understand that's what I'm doing. So where do I go from there? I can just say, hey, it's on the mind, I'm addressing it, and just shut up and get back on the treadmill. And drinking Crystal Light, I might add. Crystal Light. I drink a lot of water. I need some flavor. But anyway, so just sharing a little bit of drama. I'm a little nervous about next week. Other issues. I'm glad to say that it would seem that my insurance company has approved me switching over to injectable estrogen, which is awesome. Unfortunately, for the moment, they're out. And I want to maximize my insurance. So I'm using, you would say, well, just go to Walmart or just go to Walgreens or whatnot. I'm maximizing my health savings account and trying to knock down my deductible. So it's to my advantage to use my company's pharmacy, which usually is, no issues, moderately. So they'll get it maybe the next couple of days, and I'll call them later today so I don't have a loose thread on it, and that'll tie that up, and I won't be so nervous about it. I'll find out when is your estimated, and for all we know, in the last 12 hours they've gotten some, and some's on the way and everything else. So, but that is a little rock in the boat, as it were. And then lastly, I felt, well, there's 2 things going on. One, as I mentioned in a previous video, I have cut back on my Zoloft, and I see my counselor next week, and I'm sure he's going to say what he said last time, which was, well, we don't want to, you're going through this change, and we don't want to rock the boat, and whatever else. And that's a very good point of view. However, I need to be connected. I want to be more connected to my emotions, and so much like the facts of life, you take the good, you take the bad, and this may be a bit of that reality that, I'm having these emotional ups and downs because, and I know it takes a while to get in your system, it takes a while to get out of your system. So maybe some of my emotional highs and lows are some of those naturally because I have taken that damper off. I'm still taking Zoloft, okay, but not as much as I was. So that exacerbates the situation. But what I was going to say is, I just, for some reason, I got to get something to fidget with. I started just last night to just feel like, doubt. I'm going to be lonely for the rest of my life. My ex-wife, we could not stay together. In her mind, I came along and killed the man she loved. I ate the man she loved from the inside out. I'm responsible for killing her husband. And so I don't hold any malice towards her. She didn't want to be married to me as a woman, not a problem. I don't want to be married to her as a woman either. Okay. I'm looking for a guy. She's looking for a girl. Anyway, let's not go there. She's looking for someone else. So, that was dead in the water, but it just makes me question after some of the commentary and the feedback I had seen about post-op life that, once a trans woman tells a prospective partner they're transgender, it changes things, which you would expect. And I mean, that's one of my best friends from college had said to me that the dating pool is going to get smaller, but he believes that there is someone for everyone. Okay, and so, but it's just that stress. I can feel a little bit of that doubt and unhappiness. And again, I'm thankful because I'm feeling emotions, and maybe I'll cry maybe later and I'll feel better, because that's been my problem, I think, since the beginning. Is I've really had a hard time crying. So that's that. So that's all like stuff with me, which probably you don't give a shit about, and that's okay. So I'll share a thought that I had this morning that I thought was kind of cool, which you may enjoy hearing about. But I started noticing I would look at myself in the mirror, and instead of saying deja vu, I'd say deja me. And I'll have to describe it. It's a feeling where you look in the mirror at yourself and you're like stunned for maybe a millisecond or two. And you're like, who is that person? I don't recognize that person. And then you're like, oh, it's me. And then you're like, wow, you've changed a lot. You're like, yeah, I have. I like you, right back at you. Your reflection is looking at you. It's you in the mirror. Unless you happen to have a funky mirror and it's a portal to another dimension. I don't know. But over the last couple months, for me, it's become quite significant just how different I am from. I keep on covering up my bald spots. I'm sorry, they're there. You're not gonna see them. But just how much I have changed as part of hormone replacement therapy, but also how much I have changed in losing weight. I've lost around 30% of my body mass. I've lost a third of myself from where I was 10 months ago. And so not only do I have the feminization, knock on wood, that is going on from hormones, but I also have this other thing where I have gotten narrower, and I don't necessarily like the way that I look. I think I look a little too skinny, but it's changed regardless. And so you put them together and you have a oh shit sandwich, and it's like, it takes me back sometimes. It's like, oh my gosh, who is that person? And in a way, that is a counterbalance for where you are, where I was when I started my transition. And for the first 5 months, I was like, where are the changes? When am I going to look more different, or when am I going to look female, if ever? And, still today, I'm not happy with my breasts yet, okay? If I don't wear a bra, you don't know I have breasts. I guess I need to get a push-up or something, a better push-up, But I've been kind of nervous, and I haven't done that trip to Victoria's Secrets yet where I'm like, can you help me have breasts? Because I'm a big girl. I don't know if Victoria's Secret has anything on the shelf that's going to help me out. I guess I just need to buckle up and do it and go get measured and everything else. So I think that's about it. And like I said, I increased the treadmill today. About 3 weeks ago, I started adding incline adjustments to it over the course. I was doing flat, and then like my breasts flat, and then I started. After 10 minutes, I would do like half a degree, and then after another 5 minutes, I'd raise it up. And over the last 3 weeks, I have definitely gone. I'm up to a 3-degree incline, and I can feel it in my legs. And so I can feel it. Okay, my body is saying you're burning some energy, and I'm like, you better be burning some fucking fat, or weight. And that's something else that I thought about the other day, that muscle weighs more than body fat. And so am I at a point of diminishing returns somewhat, that the more, yes, I might be burning energy and losing fat, but I'm gaining weight because I'm building muscle, and I don't know. And I have to put my faith in God. Thank you, God, for letting us be alive today. But I have to put my faith in that, and that my surgeon will be wise enough to, I don't know if when she told me 220, that I had to weigh 220, was that just a guess? I don't know if I'm going to get there. And of course, that's where my own imagination comes in and ruins things. She's going to make you be 215 or 210 or whatever. And everyone else who's probably smarter than I am is like, look, you've lost 106 pounds, 101, 102, 6 pounds. That surgeon better hold that into your favor, that, there's no reason not to get a date, knowing that my insurance company has to approve it, which is can be a 90-day process. That's 3 months. Excuse me. Yes, I farted again, and it felt good. Damn it. As well as, yes, I'm uncouth. I could hear. She's so uncouth. That pre-authorization is 90 days, and then if that's my insurance company, so your mileage may vary, but then who knows what's on her schedule. So I have no freaking clue. But boy, if I don't make it next week, and this is where the negativity has come in. I've not thought about killing myself, but I've thought about having a conniption, and I can't imagine. I mean, we'll see. You don't know unless you'll miss every target you don't aim for, So, and as a last note, I just came from the treadmill. I have noticed there are some trans women out there who, every video, it seems like, and pardon the insult that's coming, you know, it's almost like looking through a soap opera lens. Everything is beautiful, and they're beautiful, and their makeup is perfect, and it's like, you know, so fake, for lack of a better word, you know. And then, you know, oh, it's been, and I'm gonna do this. And someone called me out on it the other day. They said your feminine voice is fakey, and I'm like, yes, it is. That's why I don't use it. But, you know, girl, I have to tell you about my day, and I have all of this. I missed it. I have all of the secrets that you need to know, and you can be, you know, like, both barrels. Fuck you, bitch. So I guess what I want to say is this is the authentic me, and farts and bad puns and jokes, and I love who I am, you know. And that was a concern of mine with D&D. I was afraid, you know, over the last couple of days, I've had a chance. Last night I finished reading the Monster Manual, and I've read the Player's Handbook, and I've read the Dungeon Master's Guide in the last couple of days. So last night I finally went through the Monster Manual with a notebook. So I'm actually starting to come up with ideas, and I have the larger conflicts, you know, larger story. You know, I'm going to start fleshing out my story. And you know, before I was somewhat nervous of how I would sound and whatnot. But I've you know, this morning as I was walking on the treadmill, I have a character that I'm working on, who I think is going to be called Mandrake, but it's a guy, you know, but he's just going to be, you know, just very aristocratic, and you know, do continue, you know, please continue, you know, just kind of, I don't know. But before I was a little nervous about that, because I'm going to talk, and this is my voice. I mean, obviously this is my voice, but I like to talk. Ooh, that's a low. You know, not that I ever talked this way before, but I can go low. But that's not my voice. This is my voice. Who is that other voice? If this isn't my voice, and this isn't my voice, then I don't know. Wouldn't it suck if, well, it probably would be cool. You could, you know, adjust your pitch and then your resonance, and I don't know where the timbre and the bass and the treble would be. But anyway. All right, my friends, good luck to you, and thank you for the bandwidth, and thank you for letting me vent a little bit and share a little bit. And you know, in the movie, and then I'll shut up, I promise. Movie The Matrix, Morpheus tells Neo, you know, take the red pill, take the blue pill, and he says, remember, I'm only offering the truth. I gotta raise my hands up. Remember, I'm only offering the truth. And in some ways, I feel like that's somewhat my channel, is you can say I'm full of shit, and you're probably right. But this is reality as I know it. And I like the fact that I will tell you straight up the good, the bad, you know. But definitely take it as someone else's point of view, and that your own mileage may vary. Okay? All right, my friends, till next time, good luck to you. And hopefully you will experience Déjà Me. If you haven't experienced it yet, it can be somewhat frightening. And I don't have any pictures of me prior to transitioning. I guess we'll go with Vault Boy as a proximity, as a, you know, as a, I don't keep pictures of my old self around. Bastard, poor fella. I hope he's happy wherever he went. I really do. God love him. All right, till next time, good luck, and bye-bye.